Hello and welcome to One Day at a Time, your 66-day beginner guide where we teach you everything there is to know about how to start your health and fitness journey. Follow One Day at a Time Club on Instagram and like the post daily to track your progress. Enjoy the workout.
Hi guys, I've had an awesome week. Welcome back to another little 10-minute yoga session to unwind and invigorate kind of at the same time. That's what yoga does. It relaxes you and instead of doing, revives you for whatever you want to go on to next. So today what I'm going to take you through are some very simple poses on the floor to open up the hips, open up the back in a really gentle way, and they're the kind of poses that we generally put towards the end of a yoga practice because it's about slowing the body down and actually moving the blood flow of the body up towards the head a little bit more to kind of replenish the brain, give us a little bit of a reset button push, and help the body assimilate all the work that it's done. So whether you're working out, whether you're doing a yoga practice, this is what these poses do. So to start off with, we're just going to do a seated pose just to open the hips a little bit. So this is called cobbler's pose. So come from sitting and take your feet together and bring them as close in towards your hips as you are able to. So again, as always, no forcing here. We're not trying to overstretch anything. That's not going to support your exercise regime or your whatever movement practice you have. So find a place that feels like it's going to stretch you, but not too much. That kind of that sweet ouch, you know, like, oh yeah, like that's the sweet spot. That's what you want to aim for. So then you can either grab your toes, or you can place your thumbs to the inside of the soles of the feet, put the fingers around the tops of the feet, wrap them around. And all we're going to do is keep a nice straight spine, and also keep our shoulders back, neck long, and we're just going to ease forward into the hips. That's it. It can be a very, very gentle movement. So if I turn to the side so that you can see me, I'm not collapsing down, I'm not dropping my head, trying to get my head to my feet. Shoulders back, back long, neck in line with the spine, and just gently sitting forward into those hips to open out the hip muscles and really gently soften and open and relax. With the back relaxed but straight. Alright, then when you're ready, we're going to drop down onto the mat. So we're going to lie flat on the mat and bring one knee up to the chest at a time. And we're going to do, this is called a supine twist. So supine really means just lying flat on your back. And we're going to do our right knee first, as always right side first. Keep your right shoulder blade down to the ground. And then just gently take that right knee over to the left hand side of the body. That's it. And then you breathe here. So again, minimum effort, maximum gain. We put ourselves in the position, and then it is breathing that does the work here. So with my shoulder flat on the mat and my hip up in the air, what we've done is we've just twisted from hip to shoulder what would be in line. We've just given it a 90-degree twist. See? And then we breathe. So the breath is working into that twist. As we inhale, we're creating length in the spine, opening up the ribs, opening up the vertebrae. And as we exhale, we relax into the space and the length we've created. If you feel the inside of this thigh pinching, that's because you've done a lot of leg and hip work lately, you've tightened up your hip flexor. So if that feels pinchy, that's normal. It just means that you've got tight hip flexors. So you can wind back a couple of weeks to find a stretch for those. And then when we're ready, we're going to swap legs. So this time we're going to bring the left knee up, keep the left shoulder blade in contact with the ground, and take the left knee over to the right hand side of the body. And then rest and relax it. Breathing here. Again, getting that 90-degree twist from hip up to shoulder. Inhaling. Working into the twist, exhaling, relax. Okay, so from here, we're now going to do a happy baby. So creating length in the back. I want you to bring your knees up to your chest and grab, put your feet in the air, pop your feet up, grab it either outside of your feet, or you can grab with your fingers your big toes, as you wish. So, do I look like a happy baby? I have to smile to look like a happy baby, but this is the goal. And really, we can bring the knees down in towards the elbows and the armpits to kind of, again, open up the hips. But if you look at my back here, I'm creating length in the spine again, so opening up the length of the back, all good for posture, all good for all the weight that we carry all day long, and any other workouts that we've been doing to tighten the muscles. Here we just open them out. Touch your chin a little bit, so again, the neck is lengthening right down through the spine to the tailbone. And breathe. And again, as you breathe here, you may feel that gut pushing into the hips. That's good, that's normal. You can also rock from side to side as you breathe. And then you'll feel your back muscles getting pummeled by the mat, which is kind of nice, loosening out those back muscles too. All right. Now from here, we're going to do a slightly more inverted pose. Inversions and inverted really means getting most of our body above our head. So what we're going to do is a plow pose. So I'm going to shift myself forward so you can see. And I'm going to take my feet and aim to get them up over my head. So take it slow, and there's no measure of success here. All we're trying to do is stretch out the back body. So we're going to lift our body up, so we will be putting weight into our shoulders and our neck. So again, keep this still. I won't turn to look at you because I need to keep my neck still, because that's a safe position for it to be in. Arms down on the mat, lift the hips up, and see how far you can get the legs over. You might find that they just lift over a little bit, that's fine. Or you might find that gradually over time, you can reach to the ground. But what we're doing here is just lengthening through the back, lengthening through the legs. And as we lift, we're also working our core a little bit to get up here. And then you can either relax, or you can come into another pose. So, a deeper inversion, I'm just going to grab a block. If you have one of these, they can be really useful to support you through practice, especially when you're building and taking one step at a time. It's important not to push yourself too hard, too fast, and these can be really, really helpful. Especially also if we have different issues with our body, back issues, hip issues, or we're just tired today and we don't want to do too much, we just want something gentle that's going to help us. A block is really helpful. So, a very simple inversion is to get our legs in the air. And really all the blood from these muscles then can flow down into the upper body. The higher you lift the legs, the more of that you're able to do. So here, put the block underneath my sacrum, not under my spine, not touching my tailbone, but again that big plate of bone, which is at the very base of the spine and above the glutes. You'll feel it, it's very solid. And then you can just breathe here. That will give you a nice gentle lift. If you want to take it a little further, you can do the pose that I was just in, plow pose. From here, because we've lifted our back away from the mat, you can tuck your elbows in nice and tight to your sides. Place your hands on your hips, on your back, and then gently lift your legs up. You might find that to start with, you just want to shift your weight back into your hands and practice feeling that. Over time, you can then bring the legs more forward and more up until you graduate to be able to bring them right up to the sky. And breathe. As you can see, all the blood's going to flow from all of my body right up into my head. So I keep breathing to keep that moving. And then when I'm ready, I can come back down again nice and safely. So bring the legs down first, then take your arms back down to the mat, and they can support you to unfurl. Hopefully not onto a microphone. And that's us done for today. You can finish by lying down on the mat and just taking a few breaths, or you can stay seated and breathe, whatever works for you. You guys have awesome weekends, and I'll see you soon. Well done, guys. Thanks so much for joining me for today's session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit subscribe, as well as the notification bell, so that you can stay up to date on all our videos. You guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you soon.